It's important to establish goals for your characters. It's important for two reasons. One, now you know that whatever your character is doing, they're doing it with their goal in mind. And two, your audience knows what your characters are working towards. It helps them get into your character's head and understand them a little better. The Mario Bros, it ain't doing any of that. Our first intro to the bros tells us that they're broke, overdue on rent, losing jobs to an evil corporate schmo, and are just generally down on their luck. But the problem is that this entire conflict is pushed to the side as soon as we meet Daisy. The lack of money, the loss of jobs, and even an antagonist that we get to know, it just all disappears. It's not even mentioned again until near the end of the film, when Koopa comes back and de-evolves Scapelli, which I suppose is supposed to be a satisfying conclusion to that original story, but no, I'm not having any of that. First and foremost, yeah, the dude was a jerk, sure, but de-evolution is supposed to be a nightmarish pain of existence, and we're just gonna stand around and clap about it? No, that's horrible. And then second of all, why? I can understand that it might be the original goal that sort of moves the story along to its further goals down the line, but the fact that it has no relevance to anything else that happens inside the story once Mario and Luigi get to Dino Hatton, I mean, am I supposed to be still thinking about it the whole time the movie's going on, just really concerned about their rent is overdue for 3 months, and then at the end of it, when Scapelli gets de-evolved, be like, oh, thank God, well, at least now they'll be able to get some work when they come back. But I digress. We meet Daisy, she gets captured, and our goal is now shifted. The bros are now trying to save Daisy, right? Trying to save Daisy, right? They're trying to save, you guys are still trying to save Daisy, right? Whoa, you go back, movie, you go back right now. So far the bros ain't done nothing. What are they doing? What's the goal? The plan? I'm fine cutting away from characters to show us what else is going on in the story, but your main characters should at least be doing something when you cut away from them. So we leave the bros to see what the other characters are doing in the film, but then we cut back to them later to see that they've done nothing. This whole time the story is still growing and evolving, but our main characters have just been wandering around and doing nothing this whole time. 50 minutes into the film and all of a sudden a goal. Get the Rock to trade for Daisy. Alright, fine, I can understand that. But first, let's go into the confusion of this scene and how Iggy and Spike may or may not be lying about the trade, and how we're supposed to suddenly just trust the bad guys without any sort of time or thought. So we have a goal though, a plan of attack, right? Get the Rock, trade it for Daisy? Not exactly. The bros only managed to lose the Rock again and have made no progress towards their goal and have wasted more valuable time not saving Daisy. So what do? They go to Koopa's tower and they find her. Okay. There's no build, there's no relation to any of the actions that they've taken beforehand. Yeah, stuff has happened, but the bros never make any progress to their goals. Until the last second, they just sort of pop out a warp whistle and and then bam, they're at the last level. Like the last 7 worlds didn't mean nothing to them. Like it just didn't even mean nothing. But now the goal switches again to, I guess, killing Koopa and saving this alternate world? The problem is why? Why only now is this the ultimate goal? Sure, a goal evolves over a movie. It takes time to reach that penultimate conflict, but this? Compare it to Castle in the Sky. It goes from saving a girl to saving the world, but the threat grows, the world gets more complicated, and the characters actively shape their destinies, and so good. But with the Mario Bros, they sort of haphazardly bumble about until it all works out in the end. They never have to try harder to win, Koopa's threat is established from the beginning and never grows, and the world's fairly static from the time we first see it. They just sort of win, and everybody's happy. This film is full of good ideas, the clever reimagining of the Mario Bros. Game, as well as all the nods to all the characters and whatnot in that world. It was neat, making the Goombas these militaristic dino drones, that's awesome. Having a fireball shooting gun like the Fire Flower, I mean, come on guys, that's pretty tasty. They freaking had cyberpunk trash collecting sniffets. You look me in the eye, and you tell me that you weren't like, that ain't a bad idea. I'm into that. But like I said, as good as the ideas may have been, the story itself fails to give us a goal. It fails to convincingly move us from scene to scene with actual progress happening. We don't necessarily see our characters struggle. We just sort of see them wander around for a little bit and then win. At the very least, this movie gave us the magic that is Walk the Dinosaur. So, it's got that going for it. Thanks for watching, guys. Once again, I wanted to remind everybody that this form is not permanent. Me and Adam are just away from each other right now. If you want to give it a like, comment, or subscribe, it might help us get back together. That'd be pretty cool. I think you're a pretty cool dude if you did that, or a pretty cool lady. You know what I'm talking about. You can follow us on Twitter and Neopets.
find us there. We'll see you guys next week.
Also, the film that we're going to be talking about next week is Peabody and Sherman.